The iPhone 17 series is right around the corner, and yeah, all the hype is about the new iPhones. But if you're thinking of buying the iPhone 16 Pro on sale after the iPhone 17 launch, then this video is for you. Hey guys, I'm Akshay from 8-Bit Toast, and I've been using the iPhone 16 Pro as my daily driver for almost a year now, and there are a lot of good things about this phone and some bad things as well. So if you're thinking, how does the iPhone 16 Pro hold up after a year of use? Well, keep watching. Let's start off with the good things. First up, the design and build quality. Now, this here is a well-built phone and it feels really good in the hand. The titanium frame, the glass sandwich design, and the matte feel is amazing. But you will keep it in a case and you'll put a tempered glass on it as well, so the in-hand feel really depends on the kind of cases you choose. But yeah, overall, this is a well-built and well-designed phone. Moving on, you also get this beautiful display here, and yeah, I'm not going to talk about the numbers and the specs because it's got all the flagship numbers that you need. What I want to tell you about is my experience with this display. See, 120Hz is buttery smooth as you already know, but what I really like about this screen is the brightness. Yeah, this screen is perfectly readable in bright sunlight and it can get really dim in the dark, so I didn't face any problems whether it was using Google Maps outside or playing games and watching reels late at night. Plus, I love True Tone. Yeah, this isn't something that everybody probably likes, but True Tone is impressive. Basically, your iPhone adjusts its white point in real time based on the lighting in your surroundings, which makes it look more natural and also kind of reduces the strain in your eyes. It's difficult to explain, but yeah, try using True Tone for a couple of hours and you'll see what I mean. And if you don't like it, you can always turn it off. One thing you'll definitely like is the performance. Now, I'm not talking about Geekbench and Antutu scores and other benchmark numbers. I'm talking about real world performance. Be it day-to-day usage or intensive tasks like editing videos or playing graphically intensive games, the iPhone 16 Pro can handle it easily. And I know what you're thinking, this is a phone from 2024, so it's already a year old, but honestly, this phone will last you another 4 to 5 years without a problem easily. The A18 Pro has a lot of headroom, and yeah, it will slowly fall behind in terms of benchmarks as new processors come out over the years, but in real world performance, it's gonna be really good. Another really good thing about the iPhone 16 Pro is the camera setup. Whether you're taking photos or videos, this phone is really good. I shoot all my videos with the iPhone 16 Pro, and yeah, there are other phones that can shoot good quality videos and even 8K videos, but I've always found the iPhone videos to be more reliable. I mean, I always know what the video will look like from an iPhone, and that's really helpful. For photos as well, the 48 megapixel primary and ultra wide angle cameras are really good. Yeah, there are plenty of phones which have cameras that are just as good as the iPhone and even better than the iPhones, but the point is that these cameras will never disappoint you. They get the job done, the photos look nice and sharp, and yeah, the zoom isn't the best, but for my use case, these cameras are good enough. The point is that this is not the best camera phone out there, but yeah, as a complete package, the camera performance of the iPhone 16 Pro has nothing to complain about. It's pretty impressive and it will easily last you another 4 to 5 years. Okay, so the iPhone 16 Pro has a lot of good things going for it, but if you're thinking of buying this phone, there are some bad things that you should know as well. First, the battery life. See, iPhones have always had decent battery life, but it's nothing exceptional. Now, I've been using this phone for almost a year and the battery health is at 97%, which is good, but the battery life isn't the best out there. It can last me a day of normal use, but if I spend slightly more time gaming or watching reels on Instagram, I will need to charge it at the end of the day. So yeah, the battery anxiety is real with this phone. See, right now I'm using the iOS 26 beta on this phone, but even when it was on the stable iOS 18 version, the battery life was about a day. So yeah, if you're looking for a phone with amazing battery life, the iPhone 16 Pro is not the phone for you. You can check out the Pro Max or you can check out the Plus because both those phones have the best battery life in iPhones, but the regular iPhone 16 Pro, yeah, that's not going to give you a good battery experience. Another problem with this phone is just how hot it gets. I mean, most phones these days come with a vapor chamber cooling system, and even the 16 Pro has graphene sheets for cooling, but it's nowhere near as good as any Android flagship I've used in the last few years. In Indian summers, yeah, this phone gets really hot outdoors, and it even gets quite warm indoors if you're playing intensive games or using the camera a lot. In fact, during peak Delhi summers, I sometimes had to hold my phone in front of the car's AC because it just got so hot while wireless CarPlay was connected. Of course, you can get third-party accessories for cooling, but still, this isn't a problem you should have on a phone that costs over ₹1,00,000 when you buy it. Now, the upcoming iPhone 17 Pro is expected to have a vapor chamber cooling system, which should be better than whatever this is right now. So, should you buy the iPhone 16 Pro in 2025? Well, without getting into the whole Android versus iPhone debate, here's my opinion. Now, if you want a phone with an amazing display, good cameras, great performance, and a nice design, and you don't have the budget for an iPhone 17 Pro, yeah, the iPhone 16 Pro is a solid buy if you don't mind the occasional heating and the limited battery life. It will easily last you another 4 to 5 years, complete with software updates and great performance. Plus, once the iPhone 17 series is here, the iPhone 16 series will get some amazing discounts, especially on the Flipkart and Amazon sales in late September. So you'll be able to get this phone for a really good price. Well, that's pretty much it. And hopefully this video was able to help you figure out whether the iPhone 16 Pro makes sense in 2025. Give this video a like if you liked it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to this channel for more amazing tech videos. That's all from my side. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.